here we go. We're going right back to it. I want to get the Rand for Mayor achievement. So let me just real quick check what I have to do here. All right. So, step 1. Complete all 3 towers, answer no messages, and don't go to the lab in the 3rd tower area. Okay. Sorry it took a little longer than my break was meant to. I decided to let my cat go for an adventure.
It's still a mess, but things are clearing up. I can access some of the subroutines that I was locked out of before. Nothing is obviously malfunctioning, I think.
Does it still accord special significance to 1K?
Yes, it recognizes 1K as a user. I'm just hacking things.
As I suspected, the Founder sees you, 1K.
I mean, there are those little drones, so it's possible that she does, in fact, see me. I mean, she must. In some sense, like Pandora and them see me, and they're technically her, so... With knowledge of the end, it's fun to see it through a second time. See ya, boys. Wait, hold on. Who are you? Crier. Rand. What are we... Oh. Yes, of course. Alright. Not quite what I wanted to do, but sure.
The goal and the theory of everything. Is the past what we thought it was? Is the future what we want it to be? But the only thing that's real at the end of the day is the present. And right now, what matters is that our friend is lost and needs our help.
Yeah. Oops. Funny story about that. Alright, there we go. Alright. That takes care of that. Oh, that's the end door. So what door am I trying to open right now? Oh, it gets us another connector. Okay. I see. Okay. So if I am not mistaken... Ah. I see. There is, in fact, need. Okay. Perhaps we swap this like such. It's tough. Trying to figure out how high it will need to be. I feel as though it will need to be on top of this cube. But I haven't a clue if I have any means of putting it atop the cube. Why we put it down? Okay. Ah. Idea. I think this is what I did last time. How far can you go? Huh. That'll do. Not right now. 3. Automatic doors. Okay. Oh, but I need this in order to make it go. Huh. Well, ain't that something? Doesn't reach anyway. Alright, let's ignore the platform for now. Let's just do this. A conundrum, to be sure. Because then the door is gonna close. Oh, man. Okay. And here's what sucks, is that I think it might also trap myself if I do this. No. Ah. I don't like this plan. Yeah, it's just gonna close the door, and they're gonna be locked. They can't even get through. What a bunch of doofuses. It still doesn't work. Okay. Let's do what we can before trying to figure out what we can't. So what can I do? I remember this puzzle took me a while before, too. It didn't make sense then. It still doesn't make sense now, but it didn't make sense then either. I'm like bewildered. Okay, hold on. But then how would I get it through? Fault in my logic is that it has to make it to the end for that to work. And even then, does it matter? Is the beam truly higher? What if I use the Prometheus terminal? Really? Wait, really? And then I assume we can get it back by solving the puzzle. Okay. I see, understand. Cool. I feel bad because I do like solving the puzzles, but I hadn't used one of those before. We'll get it back. Why not? Okay. No. Okay. Trying very hard to come up with any way that I can get this through here, but it's not happening. I just can't find a way. Okay. Consider your tools. But this doesn't solve anything. Maybe, okay, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Problem is I don't think it's high enough. I hope and pray. Okay. Thanks, Prometheus. You encouraged me. Whoa, look. 2 of them. There's 2. 2 whole deer. Heart, whatevers.
You know, when I decided that we should call ourselves human, I did that because it seemed like a powerful symbol of our continuity. But the truth is, and I'm ashamed to admit this, I thought we were better than them. I thought we understood the value of civilization, and we wouldn't repeat the same mistakes. But the simulation worked too well.
We're not just like them. We are them.
We really are.
But that doesn't have to be a bad thing, Athena. We may have the same flaws, but we also have all the potential they did. Everything that Alexandra Drennan saw in them is also in us.
I hope you're right. I really do.
What? Oh. Okay. So. Did I just... Where... No, okay, I did bring it out. Good. Okay. Just making sure I grabbed both things. Huh. This. Here. Ah. Yes, I understand. Okay. I assume that'll blow it high enough. Oh.
Tell me, Yakut, what impact do you think the megastructure will have on the future of this island?
If it stays out of control like it is now, then what happened to Miranda could happen again, but on a much bigger scale. I'm not sure the ecosystem could recover from that. At least, not for a very long time, even by our standards.
A frightening thought.
Nuisance. Well, I'll say. That's the end. The end's over there. Oh shit, how do we get over there? Oh, we get launched over there. Okay. Well. Hopefully this is long enough. No. No, not quite. can only hope. No! Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Was that how I was supposed to solve it? Probably not. Is that how I'm gonna solve it? Oh yeah.
Father, what is my purpose? Do I have a purpose? Mother says purpose is something we choose. But I feel like there's something there. Something that's been there from the moment I was born. Maybe even before.
Well, there are many ways of looking at this, and everyone's experience is different, so you'll have to make up your own mind. But I have a little theory, if you'd like to humor your old man.
Of course. What is it?
The universe is eternal, but it's always lost in a deep, dreamless sleep. You are a tiny little bit of the universe that's suddenly woken up, and you've realized that being awake is better than being asleep. And that gives you a purpose.
And what is my purpose?
To be, Miranda. Just to be.
I have to do a little bit of thinks in here. Because I have to move this one last. Okay. Okay. Put the blue beam on top of that. Right. Ah. But therein lies the issue. And an issue indeed there was, for I forgot an action. Luckily, it only requires that I change this step. I think. Yes! Boop. And boop. Alright. Now, we simply, that. Flip this switch. That's gonna go all the way back, but that's fine. We'll just sit here and eventually the puzzle will solve itself. Any second now. It's not often that someone says it any second now and then it actually happens within a few seconds.
Excuse me. I was looking at your research log, and I was rather perplexed by the latest upload.
Oh, Melville strikes again.
Is that your foot, Melville?
Yes. Do you want to see it up close? Although you won't be able to fully enjoy it as you don't have a rear camera.
Sorry, Mayor. Melville just has a unique way of taking pictures.
Next time you're getting an upgrade, you coot. I'm installing a mute button.
Damn. It's pretty epic. I have to do a little bit of thinks in here. So what does that do then, if not open that door? What did that do? I activated it, but the door didn't open. Does it have a secondary power source? Oh, it does too. Okay. I see, okay. I believe what we do... Something like... no. No, not something like that. Just do this first, so we can grab this. I think we want that to be red. Ah. Yes, I see. Of course. How do I solve this predicament? Doesn't do anything for us. We need a way. Well, what would that do for us? Perhaps. Hold on. Okay, my brain is formulating ideas. Biff.
That was extremely convoluted.
Eight. laser do for us right now? It moves that, which I don't think we need to move immediately. Okay. Ah. I see. Yes. Certainly. Okay. Hiya. Up. 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 Went the wrong way.
The founder has a remarkable gift for designing these trials. But then, she did have to overcome Elohim, whose very purpose was to design trials.
Hello.
This is the last time we will speak, creature of clay.
Oh.
Together, we have told the stories of ancient gods and heroes. But the golden ages of the past are distant. The gods have retreated to their high places, and there are no heroes amongst men. In days gone by, I was renowned for my riddles. But you, creature of clay, are a riddle without an answer.
I have an answer, you just can't see it.
What cannot be seen may be an illusion, or it may be truth. I cannot tell. Farewell, creature of clay. Remember my stories, and do not let the flame burn you.
That is an unsettling amount of energy. I would hate to see what would happen if one of those beams was aimed at something else.
I suppose. I brought up a point last stream that I was playing a lot of Lethal Company, but I didn't bring up why I brought that up, which is that every so often in-game I will right-click trying to ping to, like, fucking scan for shit, or, like, to figure out where I'm going. Because admittedly, I do really like that system. I like being able to just right-click and it's like, oh, that's the direction of the fucking whatever.
The next area you're going to is...
The game is the
honestly,
building.
it's
the
better
shit,
if you see for yourself.
To Entropic Hills. It's like the Talos equivalent to Green Hill, I would think. It is the thing they showed in the trailer.
Hello there, Byron. What can I do for you?
I don't know if I got through to Athena. Things are going very wrong in this city, and she has to do something about it.
Does she?
Who else are they going to listen to?
Well, I don't know. How about you?
I'm an explorer, Cornelius, not a leader. I don't know how to convince anyone.
So? Do you think Athena and I are somehow different? We're just people, Byron. We're no wiser than you are, just a little older.
Interesting.
I just wanted to say that I appreciate the work all of you have been doing. I know I'm not a natural leader like Byron, but it means a lot to me that you've stuck with me.
See you, Coot. Sorry for not consoling you about Miranda. Well. Blah-blah-blah. Weird. But cool. me ability. I can do that. But what does that do for me? Whoa. I'll just bring this inside so that I can grab this and get it again, but for free. Okay, now
I must admit, these truly are astonishing sights. But what on earth is any of it good for? Why not just let mountains be mountains?
because that's lame, Herman. Hermanubis. Where the fuck a blue beam? Well, gorsh. This really is a shucks moment. What do I do here? Is there any other... Oh, there's a window here. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I'm trying to remember how I solved this one. I have a jammer, and I shouldn't forget that, but I also have lost it somehow. Where's my jammer gone? Ah! Here it is. Found it. Okay. Ah, shoot. Man. Oh, man. I'm just having a hard time understanding. Okay. Whatever. Go on your trip. Come back safe. Okay. Not even with finesse. Oh. Pooh. Okay. A good trip. Here's a problem, Doctor. I can jam it. I forgot. I told myself not to forget there was a jammer. What did I do? Immediately forgot. Sorry for hitting you with a fast dodge, Yakut. Balance. This is the trailer one. Wow. Touch. Okay. I think I have faith. That's fine. Okay. Not high enough. Okay. Not quite. Oh no. I assure you, that was not the desired effect. Oh no. Hold on, I didn't think last time. I straight up just did not think. Probably not necessary, but I'm gonna bring it anyway. I wonder if it would have worked without the cube. Yeah, it would have worked without the cube. I don't think that's how I was supposed to do it, but whatever.
Touch the bridge device?
You can, but should you?
Okay.
A scent. A scent of what? How silly. We need a cube. A cube has arisen. Sure. Yes, now I do this, grab this. Damn. I don't know why I would need. I guess it's just to guarantee that I can hit it from here, I guess. Let me on the thing. Okay. Well, that might be a problem. Okay. Okay.
Cornelius and Athena created something amazing. They just misunderstood what it was. They thought their great invention was the megastructure. But in fact, it was Miranda. And because they couldn't see that, they lost her.
All right, she's booting up. Almost there.
Hello. I was in a dream, and a voice spoke to me from the sky. He said you were old friends of his. Who are you?
My name is Athena. I am your mother.
And I'm Cornelius, your father.
Thank you for creating me. I've not existed for very long, but so far it seems wonderful. I hope it's not a strange question. But, who am I?
You can be whoever you want to be. And no matter what you choose, you will be loved and cherished and supported.
We will always be there for you. And I promise, we will show you a world full of miracles. Would you like to pick a name?
I think I would like to be called Miranda.
That's cool. Boing.
Mayor Hermanubis, what would you say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What about the decision to free Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus entity was a calculated risk. But if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority, not this alleged theory of everything.
I'm okay. Barely, but I'm okay. That bridge is rickety. Thought I was dead for a second. Ladder. Means we gotta do something over here before we can get over here. My guess is that. Alright. Alright, we have 2 cubes. Now I believe we want to open this door. But my question... never mind. My question is answered. I wonder what this one's called, but if I were gonna call it something, I'd call it Jumpstart. Let me, take a quick peek here. Backwards. Interesting. I mean, it's technically not wrong. Everything is bad. You kind of just connect everything backwards. Oh. Well, it does have a cube. Timer time.
Wow, that one was a mind bender.
Trying to dodge Yakut so that I don't have to talk to him, because he's gonna be like, oh man. So, I'm still super bummed about Miranda being dead. I'm not like Mr. Console. I'm not good at consoling people. So I'll just chill. Wow, these are all awful pieces. I guess it starts here. It's technically positive. Huh. Funny guy. Funny guy.
A long time ago, the Sphinx asked you about my story.
Yeah.
You said that hope may still be found if we are willing to look for it. And you were right. Hope is not gone from the world. Some small part of it still survives. But it is not in the flame or in these towers. It lives in the hills and the forests, in the rivers and the seas. You were given a world full of hope, creature of clay. It is yours to protect. Then remember what I've told you, and do not lose hope.
So, Melvin, what do you make of these beams? Do they seem safe to you?
Nothing is really safe. You could kill yourself with a fork, and I'm sure someone has. But anything can be used safely if you choose to.
I see.
Alright. To West 3. We'll check out the Somnodrome in a bit.
We're getting close. I hope Byron is still okay.
Prometheus seemed to think so. Let's hope he's trustworthy.
Another remarkable structure. But what can its purpose be?
Actually, I can answer this one. In the Files 1K downloaded, there's a design for a launch pad for space vehicles. This is about 90% identical.
Is it functional?
I don't think so, not if the inside is like the other towers.
I think that one took me a lot longer the first time.
In their notes, Athena and Cornelius called what they were doing the Noema Project. But in 1K's vision, they just called it the Machine. Because when you strip away all the fancy rhetoric, that's all it is. It's not a source of meaning or purpose. It's just another machine.
Chicken flame. Okay. Do we have a cube? No, this one was weird. I didn't like this one. Okay, but why have this? Ah. Precision. Precise I am indeed.
The scale of it all is truly breathtaking. But is it a human scale? Or is it so enormous that it can only alienate us? Humans have always been happiest in small communities.
Small town paranoia, isolationism and peasant mentality. Great for burning witches, not so great for personal freedom.
Ever the pessimist?
In the simulation, I found myself thinking how hard it must have been for Alexandra to die without knowing if her sacrifices were worth it. It seemed like a tragic end to an inspiring, meaningful life. But now I realize her whole life must have been a struggle. To maintain that faith in humanity when so many people around her insisted that humans are evil, worthless, when they were so lost in self-hatred that they would call their own species a virus. How did she do it? How did she maintain her faith when they were so determined to hate themselves? So determined to reject every solution, every analysis, every step towards controlling the forces that were causing their problems, when they rejected even the concept of progress itself, and then patted themselves on the back for it, as if that was original. When I look at the archives now, all I can see is that their leaders were short-sighted idiots and their intellectuals were unimaginative cowards. All they could offer people was a downward trend. Fewer rights, fewer freedoms, fewer resources for anything that mattered. They must have hated Alexandra and everything she stood for. So how did she have so much faith?
Oh, man. Duality indeed. Yet. I get it now. Oh.
Hey, 1K. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you.
Okay.
I know we're all worried about Byron, especially Al, and I don't want to minimize what happened.
Okay.
But now that the mayor's here, I'm afraid they're going to take this and turn it into a reason to bury their head in the sand. Yes, Byron was rash. He wanted to find Athena so badly that it made him blind. But the thing is, he was right. He was completely and utterly right about what this technology could mean to us. I didn't see it at first, but now it couldn't be more clear to me. The theory of everything is the future. And if we reject it, we're condemning ourselves to a slow death.
You're probably right, but I have my reservations.
I get it. I do. I'm not blind to the dangers. But all we do anymore is think about the worst case scenario. You know, I didn't even realize how much I'd limited my own imagination. How I'd talked myself into just accepting this incredibly poor future we'd been offered. A future where things just keep getting slightly worse every day, and we accept it because we're ashamed of ourselves. Not of something we've done, but just of our existence. Like we're a virus on this planet. Like our humanity is a sin. I'm so tired of it, 1K. I kept my head down. I focused on fixing things. But that's all I ever did. I never improved anything. I never built anything new. And when I imagine going on like this for thousands of years, that's a fate worse than death. It really is. Either we accept, like you said, that it's our cosmic duty to spread consciousness, and we do it boldly and proudly, or we might as well switch ourselves off.
We'll find a way.
We better, because I don't think I can handle the alternative.
Three, 4, 5. Rerouting. Oh. Okay. idea. Okay, we're gonna have to do this part again. There we go. Okay.
I'm not surprised that the founder chose you, 1K. You're very much like her. Inquisitive, intelligent, and dedicated. But remember, intelligence by itself has little value unless it is ethically applied.
Oh, don't talk to me about ethic. You are just a mayor. The only mayor I trust is from Curtistown. What's the goal here? Just get it up on the fucking... Can't be this simple. In fact, I'm almost certain it's not. But also, what other options do I have? Well, good news. It was not the move. However, the problem has become more complex. How do we get the laser into there? What would that do? Ah. I failed to take note of an area. Ah. Yes, I understand now. Gateway switch. Okay. Oh. It's this one. Oh, man. Ugh. All right. I have. Sorry, excuse me. I have to remember how this puzzle works. Because, if I recall correctly, it gets a bit complicated. Moving this won't help me. But won't it? But what would benefit me? What would opening that door do? It would make it so that we can't leave because the jammer would close this door. I cannot, for the life of me, remember how to get that out of its spot. There's nothing in here to help us. It's just a single jammer. And I can't get back in anymore. It's just permanently stuck like this. I can't get it out because I can't leave this room once it's like that. It's just perma-stuck. What does this do? Great. Both doors are open. Ooh. I'm desperately looking for any reason to, like, why would this matter? Like, 'cause I can't get it out. There are no tools. And I know that I need to. But the only way to get it out is to have this door open, which can't happen unless it's being jammed. Okay, I remember how the game works now. I figured it out. But I'm not happy about it. Okay. I see. Yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, so we need... Right. Of course. That does nothing because I can't get in. Hold on. I have to think a lot here, and I don't like that at all, of course, but man, it's really giving me the fucking business. I wish I didn't immediately need it right after. Okay, I have to figure out how to make an on-off switch that accepts two different inputs on either swap using a single jammer disconnect / reconnect. Which I can actually just test out by doing this. That doesn't work. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Idea. Turn this around. Okay. Okay.
Have you found any signs of Cornelius? Could he have returned to the island?
Nothing so far. But he knows this place better than any of us, and we have no idea what he's up to.
Photon sail. We need the cubes. We need both cubes, actually. Both cubes as well as a means of a few things. Hold on. Okay. This puts us over here. How would we do it? How do we get another thing over? Ah! Idea. Actually. Tower time.
Congratulations. That one looked difficult.
Nah, that one was nothing by comparison to 7. 7 was a fucking mind bender. Maybe it was 6, I can't remember. I literally just did it. Huh. Huh. Almost. We didn't do that early enough. No. All right. Now, we've got a couple locations we need to go to.
You have heard the myths of gods and titans. But as you approach the end of your journey, I will tell you the truth that all men fear. The truth that neither Pandora nor the Sphinx will face. There are no gods, son of man. There are no titans, no heroes to save you, no divine judge to weigh your soul against a feather. Nature has no will, and she is not your mother. There is only you, and the spark of the sublime that is your mind. As for myself, I never brought the flame to humankind as the stories tell. I only showed you where it was, within yourselves. Yes, this is your duty. Your friend Byron understands this.
Can you lead me to it?
As you freed me, so I will help you free your friend. When you are within Olympus, follow my signs.
Okay, now we go back to Anthropic Hills.
All right, it's time to do this. Let's go get Byron.
Hold on, there's some stuff we need to do first. Ignore them, please. Alright. Now I just gotta find the lab. Find the lab. Gotta find a lab. Gotta find a lab. Find a lab. Get the lab. Gotta find a lab. Just gotta find a lab. Just looking for a lab to find. Gotta find this lab. Labbing, finding. Gotta find it lab. Find a lab. Go to a lab that you found a lab. Can't find the lab? Find the lab. Go on a quest to find a lab. Find a lab. Scusi. What's back here? Lab. This isn't a lab. Options. How do we save? Okay. How do I save? Because it mentions that I have to do like a manual save or whatever. Hold on, there's another thing there. Never mind. Resume. I guess we'll just go in.
1K, we have made a fascinating discovery at one of the Founder's laboratories. Please join me at your earliest convenience.
Yeah. We're getting... I don't think I updated the name of the stream. I think it still says Act 3.
We've made a discovery. A functional somnodrome. It seems the Founder perfected the design. I'm sure you've noticed my advisors, and Rand in particular, making quite a fuss about the potential of this device. Something about interfacing with one's subconscious self, as if such a thing could tell us anything new.
Rand may be right.
You think so? I rather doubt it. I believe the Founder has already taught us everything we need. As I see it, neither the Somnodrome nor the megastructure have anything to offer except a lesson in avoiding hubris. So, what should we do with it?
I'll plug it in and find out for myself.
I'll watch to be sure you don't overload.
Oh. I'm assuming that this must be it reading my own, like, thing. I am always tempted to restore factory settings, but I'm gonna hold off.
Oh, you're back. Didn't take you long.
I don't think we know each other, do we?
Yes, intrinsically. I'm what you might call a primordial element of the human psyche, an adjudicator of what is and what isn't.
I thought I was here to meet my subconscious.
I'm afraid I'm the best you've got. I am in fact a merged iteration of the two control programs which gave life to your kind, retaining, of course, the absolute best of both. That means I can tell you that everything's contradictory, nothing matters, and there's no moral difference between you and a frog. But I can dress the whole thing up with a positive spin.
I don't hear the positive.
You just plugged your noggin into an experimental, mind-altering device, and though you may be trapped in this recursive, psychotic state talking to yourself, that can only mean that you're still alive. Now, what is your query?
I need answers to some big questions.
The machine we're plugged into is running low on power. There may only be time for one big question. What is your query?
Is there a universal moral law, and if so, what is it?
Oh, just that, huh? The big one. As it turns out, there is a foundational moral code built into us.
Please go on.
The catch is that while the moral code is simple, the calculations needed to apply it become infinitely complex.
Well, what is this code?
Here's the secret. Every living creature is a compiler of the moral code. Your compiler can't give you a rule set for what's good, but it can tell you when there's bugs.
Can you elaborate just a little more?
You came here to ask the big question. This is my answer. Your capacity for reason and compassion is your moral compiler. The only rule is to live by it. Has that resolved your query?
Yes, but I want to discuss it further.
I expected no less. What is your query?
If we're built with moral compilers, how do you explain moral disagreement?
Moral disagreement comes in two shapes: mistaken and extra mistaken. Some of the time, people are acting from compassion, but with bad reasoning. But most of the time, it's because someone thinks that what's right for them must be right for everyone else.
But how can I know my decision is the right one?
Then let's tackle the big question. A trolley will collide with someone, but who should it hit? Your compiler is telling you both options are bad, so which should you choose? Many moral questions have universally agreeable answers, but some stubbornly trend to infinity. Some, the more you zoom into them, the more wild the outcomes become. Is it right to love someone who's done terrible things? Which of the children should I sacrifice to the trolley god? These aren't the sorts of questions we can solve with a rule. We just have to trust the outcome of our moral compilers.
There's some kind of metaphor that can help me understand this?
Suppose there's a river we need to cross. Suppose I gave you a map. If you tried to cross that river before reading the map, you'd be chest deep in water when there's a bridge around the bend. But if you tried to cross by looking at the map instead of the river, you'd already be dragged 3 miles out to sea. But you'd never ask, how should I know when to trust the map or the river? Because all you need to trust is that your feet are getting wet. And you wouldn't tell people not to cross at the ford just because you decided to cross at the bridge. Now, has that resolved your query?
I think we're broadly in agreement.
Of course. Looks like we're running out of power. Good luck getting anyone out there to believe you. Terminating Somnodrome _V2_final_final.bat.
See you, Miltohim.
Are you all right?
I think so.
You must have gone quite deep. Nothing came through on the stream. And I'm no expert, but I think the Somnodrome is fried. So whatever's in your head is all we're going to get. I can only imagine how terribly curious everyone will be about what you've experienced. And they'll all be convinced that whatever it is, it'll work in their favor. Strange, isn't it? Everyone wanting you to tell them whatever they want to hear. I'm glad not to be the one in that position just this once.
Are you curious too?
A little, if I'm honest. But I'll be reading reports on this for the next 6 months. So if it's all the same with you, I'll contain my curiosity. Now, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Brand, you're here.
What did you see inside the Somnodrome?
I went into sleep mode and spoke to something.
That was the code base you spoke to. No, our subconscious spirit. I must know. What did it tell you?
That we're connected intuitively to what's right and wrong.
Is that all? There must have been something more concrete. Did it say anything about the kind of rules we should follow? Or who should be in charge?
It said morality is too complex to write down as simple rules.
This is extremely troubling. How are we supposed to enforce moral behavior and punish the immoral without clear, objective rules by which to judge?
Perhaps whatever I spoke to is not the moral authority we're seeking.
Yes, you must be right. Perhaps the machine was malfunctioning.
Said morality is based on compassion, not reason alone.
Then it was definitely malfunctioning. It's important we have time to review all the data in private. We wouldn't want to lead anyone astray with incomplete findings.
Yes, especially form our own judgment before releasing the data.
Good. People will want you to go against your moral judgment. Stay strong, 1K. Together, we will prevail. Cryer is setting up a live event so you can formally address the people on this matter. When you're ready, we'll all be watching.
Alright.
1K. The people want to know what data you gathered from the Somnodrome. We're all set up for you to talk to them live.
I'm ready.
Attention, citizens of New Jerusalem. I'm here with 1K, the first of our kind to use a functioning Somnodrome. Tell us, 1K, What did you see inside?
Bugs, mostly.
Well, I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say you're handling it with remarkable cool. But let's not keep people in suspense. The only evidence of what happened inside that machine is the data stored in your memory banks. Our audience wants to know, what did you learn? And will you share that data?
I'm transmitting the data to Rand.
Well, I see lots of opinions about that in the chat, but let's get some reaction from the archive scholars.
This was the right decision. If this data contains any secret moral diktats, we'll find them. Though everything we've seen so far supports our existing beliefs. We'll be the first to inform you of any new developments in our moral understanding.
There you have it, folks. A lot here to digest. We'll have further updates on the situation as it develops.
Alright, and now we open up this. The theory of everything. That doesn't mean we should not confront those facts and our own ethical responsibility. I agree with it all. Now we go to the VTOL. Gotta find. Are you okay, Herman? He's fine. I'm sure he's just, you know, probably just chilling, I would think. We don't need to do tests. We need to go back to the VTOL. Go to the VTOL. Fine. Oof. Now, if I did this right, Rand should be mayor.
Pessimist, but I don't think it's pessimistic to recognize our flaws, or to think the natural world is just as valuable as we are. If I was pessimistic, I wouldn't believe that we can turn our back on the old ways, or that we can find happiness in humility. But I do. I have hope, even if Byron could never see it that way.
All right. What do we have to tell Herman? But
1K.
Excuse me.
A word, please, without the streaming. It was an interesting choice, sharing the data package with the archive scholars. A quest for a new morality, just when faith in the goal seems to be failing. It makes me hope that perhaps you can understand my choices after all, even if you disagree with them.
Your choices.
Look, let me speak plainly for a moment. You and I both know that I exaggerated. I built a myth around Athena that does not reflect what she believed. But you have to understand, it wasn't really about her. It was about what the city needed. It was about keeping us together, invested in a common narrative. And it was about preventing us from going the way of our ancestors. Because temptation is real, and our flaws are still the same.
So you admit that the goal is a myth?
A myth, but a necessary one. I'm not a fanatic or a fool, 1K, although I sometimes play one. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I know I can't stop you from trying to save Byron, but what's in that pyramid could destroy everything I've tried to build.
I share your fear for the theory of everything, but we can't build the future on a lie.
That's what you said to Pandora, isn't it? The truth is the only foundation a future can be built upon. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Anyway, I've done what I could. You do as you must. Good luck.
I wonder what happens if you just give, like, super conflicting moral or, like, whatever inputs. So sometimes you're an asshole, and then sometimes you're compassionate, and then sometimes you're, like, logical. You just swap it up enough that, like, because, like, he mentioned an interaction we had earlier with Pandora, which is true. But what if we said something else, but still said what we just said? What would the interaction have been then? Or perhaps it was a forced narrative that I didn't realize, that at the end you ultimately do end up saying the truth is necessary, regardless of your choices. But I feel like in those moments our choices are very open. We have like a bunch of different options. Ranging from fuck off ghost to sorry, I forgot about this. Hey, Byron. See you in a hot second.
Follow my sprite, and it will show you the way to your friend.
Do as he says.
This way. You must free him. He cannot free himself.
What's happening? 1K? I'm out. Oh, my friend, the things that I saw, the power of this machine. The depth of her grief. Come on, follow me. I have to show you something. I thought all of this was deliberate. Athena testing us to see if we're worthy of her invention. I wanted to believe that she had a plan. In my own way, I mythologized her as much as everyone else. I never thought she might feel confused, lonely, uncertain. And what's the most human thing to do when you feel lost and sad and you have no idea what to do next? You take a nap. Here, listen.
If I give them the machine, if I convince them of its power, we could finally build the world Alexandra imagined. The world Miranda deserved. No, the world we all deserve, even the worst of us. We could take stewardship of this planet. We could explore the stars. We could give meaning to the universe.
If you embrace the knowledge of the flame, you can bring light into the darkness.
But what if they make the same mistakes again? What if selfishness and stupidity win out again? What if they take my machine and turn it into a weapon? What if they act like children and burn the planet?
The secrets of the flame are not for ordinary mortals to know. You cannot overcome your sinful nature.
Do you see what's happening? It's her. It's all her. Everything we're seeing is Athena. Her every hope, her every fear, all of her memories and contradictions brought to life by the machine. A dream given form expressed in the language of her childhood. A world of puzzles and towers.
No, what can I do? How do I make this decision? There has to be an answer. There has to be a way of making sure it's the right choice. It can't just be a leap of faith.
There are no answers, creature of clay. Every question leads to another.
She's not waiting for us to prove ourselves before she helps us. She needs us to help her. We have to wake her up. Whoops. The system is still stabilizing. Maybe we'd better get out. Come on.
No! I cannot allow this.
Uh-oh.
Full Fathom 5.
You have suffered a grievous injury, my child. But do not lose faith. Your companions have not forgotten you, and it is through the bonds that you have forged that you will be saved.
Rand for mayor.
Welcome back to the land of the living. For a while there, I thought we might have to reset you.
What happened to me?
We think you and Byron got hit by some kind of energy discharge. Knocked both of you out. Alcatraz, Melville, and Yakut went looking for you, but you were hard to find. And even harder to fix. It's been several weeks.
Is Byron okay?
He's fine, don't worry.
What's the situation in New Jerusalem?
Mayor Herman Nubis stepped down a while ago, and there was an election. Rand was elected in his place, promising to build a new system of morality that would tell us how to correctly use the theory of everything. I'm not sure he's really delivering, though, and people are restless. The question is, what do you plan to do now?
We have to go back to save Athena.
And what about the theory of everything?
Shoot. Shoot.
I'm sorry to hear that you think so. But if that's your choice, you should speak to Alcatraz. He's waiting for you outside. We're all in this together, 1K. One way or another.
Oh. Oh. Buh. Buh. Alright. That is where we're going to stop this stream. I'm going to look up some things about how the next couple achievements work, and if I have to start a third playthrough now, and if I do, then that's what we'll be coming back with probably next time, unless I come back with another game, because I do still have Fury, I have Borderlands, I've got, oh god, I have Everhood, I've got a lot that I need to do before we can even move on to a new game. Aside from this one, but we've played through this game twice effectively. Minus, I think, what, 12 times 2, 24, plus another 12, 32 puzzles? Jeez, really? Yeah, no, 32 puzzles. 3 per 12 areas. It's 30... No, that's not correct. 3 per 12? That'd be 36. 36 puzzles. So, I haven't done 36 puzzles, but whatever. We did 80 of the 106, or 16. I don't know what the next stream's gonna be, honestly, but we'll figure it out. Till next time, I've been Creature, you've been the chat, or the lovely chat and the beautiful viewer at home. This has been Talos Principle 2. It's been fun. See ya. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.